This is kind of like a sad video. And the reason why is because I had to do something today that I wasn't really keen on doing. And, I'm not going to get into what I had to do, but I will tell you this. There comes a time in your life, and I'm in my 60s. So there comes a time in your life when you have to make a decision how you want your life to go. And I made that decision many years ago. And I am happy. I am happy with the choices that I made in my life. However, sometimes you get the opportunity to turn back the clock a little, you know? And you have to look at that and you have to see, okay, would I have made this choice years ago? And you know what? You have to really do some soul searching for that. And I did. Today I did some soul searching. And I had to come up with an answer that would benefit me. I don't have another 63 years. I mean, I'm taking pretty good care of myself, but I don't have another 63 years to, redo this whole life again. And even if I did, I don't think I'd want to. So I had to make a choice. It was hard. It was really hard. But as we age, our ideals change. And the things that we want to do, sorry, I got to fix the lighting. And the things that we want to do, they change, right? So the things we want to bring into our life, the things that we want to do, they change. And rightfully so. I mean, I'm 63. I'm not going to be running any big races anytime soon. I mean, I might, you never know. I might run a race, not a race, what are they called, like for a charity cause. I might do something like that, but I haven't seen anything that I want to go that far on, right? So, but what I'm saying is I'm happy with where I am. And it's not just a physical aspect, healing, okay? It's a mental aspect. It's a psychological aspect. Now, I have had history. I've had history that was very, it was pretty rough. I got a pretty rough history. Things that happened in my life could have taken me in a completely different direction where I could have crossed. I could have crossed that. A lot of situations and circumstances that I was in were risky. Were risky. A lot of relationships that I was in were risky. And I mean, this channel is about the truth. I'm not gonna tell any tall tales, okay? So yeah, I've got a history where, I had to make some choices, and I did. And I'm happy with the choices that I made because they brought me to this point. I mean, I'm not happy I had a stroke, but, the good Lord was telling me, listen, if you don't stop smoking, you're going to die. And I didn't listen. I didn't care to listen. I thought I had the world by the balls. I thought I knew it all. Yeah. I thought I'm a tough girl. I can handle this. Well, you know what? When the big guy puts his finger down and says, no, you don't. You don't. You don't. I thought I was doing well. I wasn't. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't taking care of myself mentally. I wasn't taking care of my life. I was letting my life go down the toilet. And I knew, I'm not stupid. I knew what I was doing, and I continued to do it until the good Lord said, okay, that's your last chance. But then he felt sorry for me, and he gave me another chance. Yeah. So I pulled back from a stroke. I had 2 strokes, very close together. So I was coming close to the end of my journey on this world. And I know I was. But I have grandchildren and I have children that I don't wish to leave yet. I'm not ready to leave this world yet. There's many more things that I want to do. So I had to make a choice. Just like I had to make a choice today. And it hurt. Oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad. Because it was a tie to my past. It was a tie to feelings and memories that I had from the past. But because of the fact, as we age, as we get older, our ideals change. What we want changes. I'm a senior. I'm a single senior at 63. And I'm not saying I don't still got it, but I don't flaunt it. I mean, I'm not out there looking. So what I was looking for when I was like a teenager or a young adult is different than what I'm looking for now. So I had to cut that tie that I had to the past. And the reason why is because it was taking me down a road that I'd been down before, where I was constantly apologizing, where I was constantly making excuses or looking for excuses or taking the onus on me that I should have known better. What? No, 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 no. We're all responsible for our own feelings, our own judgment, and our own. We're responsible for what we do and how we react and what comes out of our mouth. We are. Maybe when I was a teenager, I could have got egged on, and I could say, it's your fault I got mad because you called me this or you said that, right? But as you get older, you can hear things that are not spoken. I don't know if it's a sixth sense, is it? I don't know. Does anybody out there know? I have to have my comments turned off because it just takes too much out of me. So, yeah, so they're turned off. But, yeah, I at this point in my life, I'm not going into a situation where I have to explain myself continually apologize for the way somebody took something, that I said something and I said I assumed it was nice and it was, and then I was kind of like, I don't even know what you call it. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it anymore. And it hurt. It did. It really hurt. I felt like I had lost a very sincere, very hopeful connection to somebody that, at one point in time I cared for. And I'm not saying, as a young woman or a teenager or whatever, that I cared for somebody over the top. But, as a young woman growing up, I grew up very fast. I grew up in a world where you had to learn to take care of yourself very fast. Yeah. So I learned. Yeah, I learned those things very quickly. But I also learned that there's a big, wide world out there. And I wasn't planning on sequestering myself into a pigeonhole. Wasn't going to do it. And my dear friends, if you're my friends, maybe you're just acquaintances, maybe you're just someone that stopped on my channel, but I'm sure that in some way this might resonate with you. At this stage in my life, I'm not going to settle. I don't have to. I don't need to. I don't want to. I'm perfectly content if the good Lord sees fit for me to live the rest of my days alone, of course, in a tiny cabin in the country. Anyhow, but I'm content with what has come on my plate, what has happened upon my plate. I'm okay with it. I'll deal with it. And I wish anyone out there who's going through the same situation, maybe who lost a friendship or lost a partnership or lost a relationship, truly look at that relationship and see, was it really benefiting you? Was it making you happy? Were you excited to talk to this person? Were you excited to see them every day? Or did you feel let down in some way, physically, emotionally, psychologically? Did you feel like you had to apologize every time you opened your mouth? That's no way to live. And I choose not to live like that. And I'm sorry to say, because I didn't want this situation to come about in my life. I didn't want it. I was looking forward to certain things in the future. I was looking forward to it. I was thinking, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. But you know what? Sometimes you have to look in that rear view mirror and say goodbye once and for all. So, I shall see you in the next video. The good Lord be done.